When it comes to today's hottest tunes, our very own Xfinity Music Editor is notoriously dripping in objectivity, which means if he says you should listen to a song, you are legally required to do so. This week, Kwam is vibing with 3 brand new songs and albums you can listen to right now on Xfinity platforms. Kwam, please tell us what you're listening to.
Thank you so much, David, for that awesome introduction. And yes, I am dripping in objectivity. So what I say is true, and I will never steer you wrong.
Oh.
And the first thing that I want to bring up, the first project I want to bring up, comes from an artist that I would not have expected it to come from. It's coming from Lil Yachty. Lil Boat himself has dropped a rock, soul, funk amalgamation album, and it's so hard to really explain it. But let's take a look at this song to give us a quick vibe check. Yes, that was Say Something by Lil Yachty. Okay, let me first start with the album itself. As I mentioned, it is a blend of so many different just genres of music. Really, Lil Yachty takes us through a timeline of progressive rock through 80s pop, soul, funk. The album itself right here is just it's really unexplainable, and it's something I was not expecting coming from Lil Yachty. If you're a fan of Tame Impala, or even like a 60s band like Jefferson Airplane, or just like 80s pop, there's something on this album that you will absolutely love and at least appreciate. And to take it one level further, I didn't expect this from Lil Yachty. He came up in the SoundCloud era where they were known as mumble rappers, and he was never really known for his lyrical prowess or his amazing creativity when it comes to producing far-reaching music. But with Let's Start Here, he really surprised me, and I think a lot of fans of what he was able to do. I mean, the first song on the album is like hints of Jimi Hendrix. I mean, it's pretty much, it feels like a Jimi Hendrix song mixed with a Jefferson Airplane song, and his vocals are so captivating. He uses a lot of autotune. I will put that out there. If you're not a big fan of autotune or vocals that are super processed, this might not be a project for you, because he is not a great singer. But the autotune vocals, for me, it provides I think he does it very tastefully, and you can tell it's part of a creative direction, where it really sets it apart from other artists who just use it as a crutch because, again, they're not great singers or great vocalists. He definitely is using the autotune and his vocal inflections and the processing on his voice just to add to that creative mix. And so with this album, I absolutely love it. Say Something, the song we just checked out, it has me in a chokehold bind. I'm being strangled by this song. Every day I wake up, I'm like, let's get it again. Let's just play it on repeat, 24 hours a day. And when he's like, say so, I can't even sing it. My voice is going. Because that song in particular, it just gives me like such a rush of nostalgia. Like you probably heard it, like where it has like that heavy 80s feel to it. It's just a great song. It's a great album. Check it out. Have y'all listened to this song or album yet?
I did. I listened to it. I was just enthralled by his leading lady. Like, she was gorgeous. First of all, I could barely hear the song. I was like, girl, she's so pretty. Anyway, that's just.
I agree, Kayla. But I agree. I had a hard time concentrating too on the song. What is your IG?
Goodness. Like, drop the skin routine, sis. Like, come on. Yeah, but I did listen to it. It was giving me like intergalactic vibes, like that film on Netflix. It was giving me like that.
It's not something I would typically listen to, but Kwam, you do know that I love an 80s synth vibe, and so this specific song, I have not listened to anything besides this song, but I did really enjoy it because I do love that. Like, I love that that's coming back. There's like so many songs that I love that have that kind of vibe to it, the 80s synth pop. and it's not something no one, because I've listened to his music in the past, and it was not for me, but I really enjoyed this. So I want to hear some Hendrix. I want to hear how he does Hendrix.
It's incredible. Like it's literally the first song on the album, and again, I was never the biggest Yachty fan, and so when I was like checking out this album, I was like, okay, Lil Yachty dropped an album. I might as well check it out. I have nothing better to do, and I was just blown. Like you could not imagine my reaction when I'm like, "This is Yachty." I looked at my earphone. I was like, "Is this Yachty?"
I was going to ask you, Kwam, how do you listen to new albums? Do you just blast it out loud, or do you use your headphones?
I prefer to listen to new music through my AirPods.
Okay.
It's because you really get to hear all the instrumentation in the music that you just really can't when you're like listening to like external speakers. And also it makes it feel more intimate. And so I love using my AirPods. This is not a plug for Apple, but get yourself a good pair of headphones to listen to music and listen to this album. Let's start here, Lil Yachty. But next on the build, we have a song from Miley Cyrus. I was not expecting this song to be a bop, but it really was. It is Flowers. Let's take a listen.
I can buy myself flowers, write my name in the sand, talk to myself for hours, see things you don't understand.
Oh yeah, that's the bop.
Killa's, oh my God, it's perfect. Miley?
It's so on point. It's
It's Kylie now. It's Kylie.
Oh, it's Kylie now. Kylie. I'm going to call you Kylie from now on, though. It's going to be an ongoing joke. This song is amazing. I also have not been a huge Miley Cyrus fan historically, but this song is a banger, certified hit. It's gone #1, so it's quite literally a certified hit. And I'm a sucker for, breakup songs and, FU songs and songs like I can do bad all by myself. Matter of fact, I'm not doing bad. I'm doing good. I just bought myself flowers. Flowers. That was me on Valentine's Day. I don't have a Valentine's. I had to buy myself flowers. And I blasted Miley Cyrus flowers because I had to buy my own flowers. It's incredible. And you probably heard this song already, but again, it's obviously referencing her breakup from her husband, Liam something.
Hemsworth.
That guy. That guy. The guy who didn't want to see her twerk on the red carpet. That guy. I think she's doing great. Miley, you're making great life decisions. But this song it's a bop. And according to our producer this week, Aaron, this song is almost a pseudo response to Bruno Mars's I Should Have Bought You Flowers, because there's a lot of references to Miley and Liam in that song, and she's pretty much bringing that back here as a response. And I love an interconnected music universe, so what can I say? I will say this though, Miley, I understand this is your song as a way to say I'm over it, I'm done with you, but from one broken heart to another, it's not the best look. Just because Liam's clearly living in your head rent-free. You made an entire song about him. You referenced another song that was about him. Sis, sometimes the best things are just left unsaid. But I appreciate the song. Kayla, I know you listened to the song. You were
I've never heard it. I don't know what you're talking about. Honestly.
Oh, I mean, Kylie. Sorry. Kylie, have you heard this song?
Of course, I love this song, and I actually wasn't even gonna click on it when it first came out. I was like, okay, but somebody just said click on the song, just click on it, and I haven't looked back since. I haven't looked back. It's a vibe. It's a whole vibe, and I'm married, guys, and it's a vibe. Okay, just don't tell my husband I listen to the song. But,
well, as a single man myself, I can buy myself houseplants. Maybe not flowers, but I buy all these houseplants. That's what I buy for myself. And yeah,
are they even alive? Are they alive and well?
They're looking kind of brown, David.
This one's struggling right here. I can buy myself houseplants, but I can also let them die if I want to. There's a cactus over here that's not doing well. But I love this song. And I also love that it is sort of a response to that Bruno Mars song. And I read that like it was a song that Liam had dedicated to her at some point in their life. And so she wrote this in response to him and then released the song, I think, on his birthday or some significant date. Like, yeah, it's like super petty, but I mean, it works. It would be bad if it was a bad song, but it's a great song, and I think that makes it okay. So like, do you, Miley? Look at the like journey Miley has taken from like Disney star to being like kind of an outcast during her like Christina Aguilera ex Tina Dirty phase to coming back with like this. I mean, nothing but respect, because she keeps like reinventing herself when she probably statistically shouldn't have even made it past being a Disney star. So good on you, Miley. Buy yourself flowers, buy yourself houseplants.
Do it.
I didn't even bring
don't
these
let
as
David
props.
take care of them.
These are just in this room. I like literally, I didn't even bring them. They're just here. Yeah, don't let me take care of them. No good for you, Miley.
David, we gotta talk about how you're killing a cactus. That's impressive.
I know. How do you kill a cactus?
That's incredible.
Let me show you. Look, it's just.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, it's like shriveling up.
That's really sad.
That
That's
is very
really
sad.
It only needs to be watered like once a year, and I couldn't even do that.
It's like the easiest plant to take care of. It's like literally just sun. That's all you need. Just one ingredient, sun.
Oh God.
Well, this David's clearly not taking care of his flowers, but Flowers is a great song. Check it out if you haven't. And lastly, we have to talk about Little Simz. This is a UK rapper. She is, for lack of better words, amazing. And she released an amazing project last year, at the end of last year. And it's still on my shuffle. It's still in heavy rotation. So let's take a quick listen to one of the songs from the album. No, thank you.
Feeling broken and it don't make sense when you're feeling broken and you cannot fix it. Feeling broken and it don't make sense when you're feeling broken and you cannot. What does it mean to be broken? The wound is painfully open. The beauty is in the finding the darkest parts of the ocean.
That was Broken off of the album No Thank You by Little Simz. And this is just a fantastic album. I have no doubt in my mind that it's going to be nominated for multiple Grammys. And it's coming off of Lil Simz' last album, which I have placed up right there. I'm blanking on the title. It's something Introvert, but it's a great album. Coming off that last album from 2018-ish or so, 2019, I was really anticipating this project, and I didn't know where Lil Simz was going to go. And this whole project is just a work of art. With each song, talking about a different subject matter, but all just flowing so cohesively well. And she's just she's a powerful lyricist. She's really she's one of those artists that you listen to because she has something to say and her music's going to be impactful. As you saw in that clip right there, you can tell that there's a lot of artistic direction that went into creating this entire project. And I think she just captures it all just so beautifully, so just magnificently. And like I said, this album came out about almost a month or some change ago, and it's still on heavy rotation for me. It's really that good. And I just keep finding new gems. I already loved each song, but I come back to each song and find a new reason to love it. I think that's probably one of the highest, praises I can give an artist in their music is after I heard the song, if I already liked it, to come back to it and then love it even more for a different reason. And this whole project is just amazing. I can't say enough about it. Have either of you checked out this album or some of the songs from it, or do y'all even know who Lil Simz is?
I've never heard of Lil Simz.
You put me on, Kwam. You put me on. Honestly, I just listened to the song though, and it is great. I could tell the artistry alone is just immaculate. I love it, and I think that artists who actually have lyrics to say and not just the same whole hook over and over and over again, that really speaks to me. So I'm here for it.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this song as well, and excited to explore more. It's someone who's totally new to me, so you always introduce me to new artists and new music. That's why I look forward to this.
This is why I'm here. I am dripping in objectivity. What I say is hot, it is hot, and you should check it out.
Well,
Yes.
wait, Kwam. Okay, let me ask you this though. What do you do with each of these songs? What are you doing? Are you in the gym with Lil Yachty? Are you driving with Miley Cyrus? And are you just like cooking dinner with Little Simz? What are you doing?
If I'm cooking dinner with Little Simz, that would be a
Like,
lot
what
of
do you-
fun.
What do you no? But like, what do you do when you're listening to each of these songs? Like, what is what are you doing?
Music for me is, just universal, and I could be doing all of those things.
Do you go to the gym listening to Little Simz?
Yes, listen. There's times where usually I like to listen to hype music, and music that gets you like activated when I'm in the gym. But there's also times where I need to really just like focus and just be like a little bit more level-headed and just mindful of my workouts. And I like to throw on stuff that's a little bit more chill or relaxed or isn't as super hyped up. Lil Yachty's album, I listen to it everywhere, man. I even listen to Lil Yachty's album while I'm sleeping, while I'm in the shower, while I'm working. The Lil Yachty's album I can listen at any time, at any part of the day. And Miley Cyrus Flowers, listen, when I'm in a funk, during Valentine's Day, when I was by myself eating chocolates, looking at my bouquet of roses, I had to put on flowers. Like, I had a nice bouquet of roses on my table, on my coffee table, and I was like, Miley Cyrus, this is your time to shine. I probably gave her like 1,000 streams that night. It was on repeat.
Wait, Kayla.
Your Spotify Wrapped.
Kayla, in my life, I've only been pulled over twice for speeding. The first time I was ever pulled over for speeding, it was 100% because I was rocking out to Miley Cyrus's Party in the USA. I was in a zone. My sister was with me, and we'll back up the story. I mean, I was like, I was into it, and suddenly those sirens, and it was because I was so into the song. 100% because of Miley.
Oh my god!
Did the cop give you leeway? Did he understand the fandom at that moment, or he's like, "Sorry, sir,
I looked to my
ticket."
left and I saw the Hollywood sign, and he was like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "Just give me my ticket." Yeah, it's 100% Miley's fault, and I have a really great icebreaker one day if I ever meet her.
Like, you got me a ticket.
Yeah. Well, go ahead, Kwam. Wrap it up.
Oh, thank you, David. I was going to say, you can check out all these songs, all these albums, and so much more, everything that I'm listening to, just by saying all the records into your Xfinity Voice remote.